Did you know that Jeremiah once had a lover, and she's the reason why he opened the flower shop? Hey y'all, it's Green Yoshi Lover here to bring you more Deep Space lore. Now you may not know this, but we also learn a good bit about Jeremiah's time on Earth. In Chapter 4 of World Underneath, in the year 2033, we see that he has a crush on a baker named Bella and often goes to see her to buy sweets despite not being accustomed to Earth's food. We find out that they first met when she helped Xavier and him avoid Isaiah, an ex-backtracker. He invited Bella to his place for dinner, but since he has no idea how Earth food should taste, he went to Xavier for help. Like really, were there no better options? He also decorated his apartment with marigolds, her favorite flower, so you know that he loves her. But there are reasons why he's hesitant to pursue his feelings. The Backtrackers, Xavier's team that traveled to Earth, set up some unspoken rules for their mission. Never stay in one place for too long, keep a low profile, and don't get too close to people. This isn't where they belong, and they can't let people figure that out. On top of that, they live way longer than a normal human, so their relationship wouldn't work out too well even if she liked him. At this time, they have been on Earth for 200 years, and countless backtrackers broke these rules and gave up on the mission completely, either because they lost faith, realized that they lived in more peaceful times without wanderers, or found love and wanted to settle down. Jeremiah found himself wavering from the mission because of the latter. Now, it's not like Jeremiah didn't have an important role. In fact, he was the one tasked with finding a protocore to power the ship's launcher. Xavier knew that Jeremiah was wavering and pretty much told him to go ahead and pursue Bella since he hasn't fixed the ship in the past 200 years. As captain, Xavier had already seen many of his men leave, so it wouldn't be much to lose another. The year's now 2034, and we see that Jeremiah is in a relationship with Bella and he plans to propose to her soon. Throughout this time, he also tried to find Xavier, who he lost contact with after their last conversation, but it was to no avail. Now, if you remember, 2034 is a historical year in Earth's history. This is the exact same year that the Deep Space Tunnel appeared, and with it came Wanderers. Jeremiah, being from the future, was one of the few that knew how to fight them and immediately thought of Bella in the midst of chaos. But when he got to the cake shop, it was destroyed and his lover was no longer with him. It would be during this time that he would reunite with Xavier and the real mission would begin since Xavier found MC. Now you're probably wondering where the flower shop comes into play. Well, after the catastrophe, Jeremiah decided to build a flower shop at the exact location of Bella's cake shop and adorned the exterior with marigolds, her favorite flower. Xavier also comes across this shop and reconnects with Jeremiah, who apologizes and asks to rejoin the mission. Xavier lets him and asks about Bella. This is where we find out that Bella already knew their secret since she first met him when she was a child. She also hoped to see Philos one day if she could. And let's be honest, Jeremiah sucks at keeping secrets. Even now you can see in moments that Jeremiah's profile picture is of marigolds, and in Chapter 4 we see that he wears the ring that he was going to give her as a necklace. He is still thinking of her even after 14 years. Now we know that the devs take great care in choosing the flowers that represent each guy. This is because flowers hold special meanings, and they represent the love that they have for MC. Marigolds are known to represent happiness, joy, and resilience, but they're also used in some cultures to represent death and mourning. This was the perfect flower to represent Jeremiah's love for Bella. Just like the marigold, Bella became Jeremiah's shining light, and when she passed, he never forgot her warmth. Now I want to give a bit of a spoiler warning. I will be talking briefly about how Jeremiah's relationship with Bella parallels with Xavier's relationship with MC. I will be pulling this information from Xavier's anecdote when shooting stars fall. If you would like to avoid spoilers, then skip to this timestamp. In Xavier's anecdote when shooting stars fall, we see that MC is suffering from protocore syndrome and is soon to die. Xavier, having fallen in love with her and eventually finding out, attempts to save her but is too late. Jeremiah finds himself in a similar situation, losing the one that he was ready to devote his life to. Perhaps he too would seek to find Bella across all time and space, as Xavier has done with each version of MC. Thank you for taking the time to watch my lore video. If you would like to see more, then make sure to drop a like and follow, or subscribe for more Deep Space lore. Take care, hunters!